the boys.
Blazing the steel. Bring the heat. Mix it non-stop. With the hottest DJ.
I'm your host, Joshua Diaz.
Non-stop.
How's it going? Good to be here. Good to see you. Welcome to the lab, everybody. I'm your host, Joshua Diaz. And thank you for being here. Please, as you come in, hit the like button or the dislike button, but preferably the like button. Means more than you know. And I appreciate it, as always. Thank you very much. So, how's everybody doing today? Let's see here. Who do we got? Let me turn this chat box on. We'll turn the chat highlight on. And that way, let's take a look here. Plant Love's in the house. What's up? Brenda, I hope you're feeling okay. I just saw that before let's see. Hey Josh, more lights. It's not as dark. I think it's my monitor over here. It's hot. My monitor's hot. Let me put these on because by the end, is that better? Do I look like I'm from 1976, 1972 or 6? What do we got here? Tanya or Tans from Australia's in the house. How's it going? Stephanie, upstate New York. Is that near Harlem? Is that near Brooklyn? Let's see. Patty from Ohio's in the house. What's going on? Patty, cable guy. 80s, yeah, like I was an extra in the movie Blow. That's terrible. Nerdy Girl's in the house. Lori's in the house. Karina Lynn, Ontario, in the house. What's going on? Linda getting more love than anybody, which she deserves. Norway's in the house. Norway in the house. Awesome. It's good to be here. Good to see you. How's everybody's day been? You're catching a little lab after dark tonight. Nothing wrong with that, right? El Dorado Springs, Missouri. K. What's happening? Ozark. By the way, one of my favorite shows. Awesome show. Awesome show. Little bit. I woke you up. I'm sorry. But keep those notifications on, please. And turn them up as high as you possibly can. Park City, Utah, Michigan, and Newish. Welcome, Steffers. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. Hello. From Minnesota. Ellie Mae's good. We got Tessie from Vancouver in the house. Love America loves Lab After Dark. Erie, Pennsylvania. Awesome. I know. You're not in the Ozarks, but I get it. Brenda Chick, Ohio. Anaheim. Bend. Where's all where'd the New Yorker go? Are you a Yankee fan? What happened to the Yankees? Down 2-0. Come on, let's go Yankees. Mr. Steinbrenner will be rolling over in his grave. We got Brisbane. In the house. The lab keeps us up late here on the East Coast. Got to do it. You missed absolutely nothing. Zero. But we're just about to start. What is your favorite show of all time? Probably The Sopranos. I like The Sopranos a lot. I've probably seen it through 3 or 4 times. Yeah, I know there's a lot of Texans in the house, so they're going to be all about the Astros, okay? Just hang there. Let's go. Brandon's in the house. Good to see you. Let's go, Brandon. Where the wind blows. Plant life is East Coast. Love that. I love the East Coast. Even though I'm so West Coast, like I'm a West Coast boy. But the East Coast is like, man, I love all Boston movies. I love I like the Red Sox Yankee rivalry. I like all that kind of stuff. I like the East Coast, man. New Jersey. Yeah, we got, see, Texas in the house. Go Astros. Go Astros. Massachusetts. Boston. Do we got Boston in the house? The East Coast is a vibe for sure. I'm into it. I do. Like I said, I love the East Coast. Yeah. I'm telling you, I love the, oh, look, we got another, look. Okay, Quinny, I got you, Quinny. I get it. The Eagles, the Philadelphia Eagles are 6-0. Congratulations. Indiana. Let's see. What's spectacular about Indiana? You got the Pacers. The Pacers are good stuff. Do an Aussie accent. I really can't. Like, if I did, I would embarrass myself. But I might. Barb says, hi, Josh, lovely Linda, and my favorite chat. Oh, Josh, I got the box set of The Sopranos. It's the best. It is the best. All right, Ashley, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. You can't tell anybody here, okay? But I'm actually a fan. So don't tell anybody I said that, okay? But I am a fan. And I love but I'm kind of ashamed to admit that I love so that's just between you and I. Let's see here. Southern Nebraska. Yeah, I'm a huge fan, but they're just not really good right now. But I've always been a fan, and I'll always be a. Yes, Mix-a-Lot, I do believe that Tony Soprano dies at the end of The Sopranos. I do. Because if you think about it, if you just go back a couple episodes right before, everything goes black, then when he's talking to Bobby Bacliara, when he says, and Bobby says, you probably don't even hear it when it happens. Yeah, feel free to bust on him. Feel free to bust on him. Yeah, he definitely died. He definitely died. Look at all Linda just handing out stuff like she's Oprah. Here's a membership for you, a membership for you, it's a membership for you, there's a membership for you. On and on we go. You're so nice. Montreal, Canada. In the house. The McFluff's doing fine. Doing fine. Talked to him yesterday. It's good. Pulling that Airstream left to right, hitting corners and hitting switches. I wish I knew how to pronounce this name, but hello to you. Hello to you. It hits different, right? The H when you're going Linda. Linda. You're never just going Linda. You know what I mean? Yeah, she hits the corner on that bad boy. Needs some rims on his Airstream. Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, apparently they're just being handed out like hotcakes. Bah, bah, bah. Love that. You guys are awesome. And this Monday, Members Monday. So if you just got a membership and you're like, what the hell is this for? We got Member Monday coming up. Excited about that. My corn dog. Binga, 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 binga. But don't worry, just a day after that, I'll release the Members Monday to everybody. Hey, John. Nacha Business is in the house. All right, let's get started. And, there's never a good transition. But there are a few things that I want to talk about that aren't baseball related.
Blazing the steel. Bring the heat. Mix it non-stop. With the hottest DJ.
I'm your host, Joshua Diaz.
Non-stop.
They can't have it. It's not for them. I know everybody's dog's like, what the hell? It's like babysitter. She's definitely not in my studio, but she'd be welcome. It is a dog toy, and I was supposed to give it to the dogs. But if I give this to the dog, and by the way, I just hit the reset button, and I was supposed to move on. That's my mode to transfer. And then I just got reset again. So I'm going to have to do it again. Let's talk about this really fast. This was a gift for the dogs. I liked it so much I kept it for myself. If I was to give Otis this toy, it would be gone in approximately 3 to 4 minutes at the most. It would be gutted like a fish and destroyed. And this is too cool of a gift to give to the dogs because they're destructive. They're destructive. And I don't like how destructive they are. And this is too cool to give to them. They're just too destructive. I don't like it. Oh, he will rip it apart and give it no mind whatsoever. Yes, he gets the squeaker out and everything, Kelly. He does all of that crap. He's a turd. But don't forget, we also have Macho is in the house as well. I'm sorry. I won't do it anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, he takes the squeaker out. Debbie wants to know, Josh, how's Macho and Otis? Every time I hear Otis's name, I think of you and Otis sitting on the dock of the bay. Otis would push me into the dock of the bay. They're doing really well. At first, I had my doubts about them getting along, but yeah, I just woke up Bristol's dog, so I'm sorry. I'm not going to squeak it anymore, I promise. I'm not going to squeak it anymore. Okay, let me address this real quick. We were going to talk some true. We're going to talk some true crime here at some point, but the people want to know. And I think that's a great thing. They're interested in let's see. They're interested in the dogs. Chris and Kate, would you believe me if I told you that Otis had 3 Kong toys and ripped them all apart and took the squeaker out and still uses because in the Kong balls, they're huge and circular like that. And so what he does is he rips them apart still and then uses the squeaker toy as a ball. They get along so well. So well. Okay, so we'll talk about dogs and coffee. It's no big whoop. Yeah, I know. This is a dogs and coffee show. If it's not made out of complete rubber and a tire, then he's going to handle that. Okay, so somebody wanted to see Macho. And here's the thing. One does not simply see Macho. Macho is not just a dog that you just see. There's a whole process. You got to get a crane. You got to open the roof of the house, and then you have to lift that prehistoric beast out, swing him around, lower crane, grease the doors to the studio, squeeze him in here, put him on my lap, which causes damage to my upper legs. And then I have to hold them. So it's a problem. It's a problem. He's a big boy. He's a real big boy. Big boy. He's a real big boy. He is a big boy, man. He's so sweet, though. Anyway, I'm just kidding. He's fat. Yeah, I'll get some from Dawn and Candace. All right. So, let's see here. Let's get rid of this horrifying photo. Because that's exactly what it is. I'll bring this up. And I wanted to check out a couple TikToks from the babysitter of Quentin Simon. We'll just talk about that a little bit. But let's go ahead and just listen real quick. And then we're going to talk about why the FBI seized the photo of them at whatever bar they were at.
And messages about my record because some troll, some people put my record on social media.
It's amazing how fast people pick up the jargon that aren't like into social media or YouTube or TikTok, and then all of a sudden, you know, boom, welcome to the show.
Last night. And that's okay because I have nothing to hide. She said in 1996 and 1998 I had battery, and I did. I do have that on my record, and I do have it twice. And the reason I have that is I was with someone that was abusive, and I finally got tired of it.
Hell yeah.
And I started fighting back.
Good for you.
And no, I did not hurt him.
Should have.
He was a lot bigger than me, but I did hit back. So that's where that comes from. Now, there was another incident, stolen property. I worked, and someone was selling something. I didn't know it was stolen. They was moving. This is a long time ago. This was over 12 years ago, 13 years ago. And I bought it. And I got in trouble for dealing in stolen property. I didn't know it was stolen, but the cop said you always need a receipt. So I learned my lesson. I'm not perfect, but I've never been in trouble for hurting babies. I've had 6 kids of my own. I've never had DFACs take my kids.
Yeah, I'm really bummed for her that, you know, it's kind of come to this. Now she's defending herself. When in fact, ma'am, I want to say to you that thank you for everything that you did and do for the children. You seemed like the only stable human in their life. And I'm sorry that you feel the need to do that. I really don't care that much to watch that one. Let's see here. I don't really care. All right, let's see.
Good afternoon. Been getting so many messages. I did see the press conference.
Right, let's just do this because I want to hear the ones where she's talking about Quentin.
Good afternoon, my friends. I just wanted to make a video. I've been on live twice. I wanted to thank y'all all for the prayers for Quentin, for the nice things that you said to my family. And it's not about my family, it is about Quentin. And nobody wants attention about this. We want all the same thing. We want Quentin to have justice. And if what the cops are saying is true, which I'm still holding out that he is okay, and maybe I'm naive or just not wanting to believe it, I get it, but I'm still praying and having faith that he's okay. But either way, he's with God. And I just thank y'all for like all the nice comments, everything that you've sent, not money or anything like that, just the comments, the love that you showed.
So the one thing that I wanted to address is now, you know, one of the things when people saw the video of Leilani and Billy Jo Howell going at some bar, eating oysters, which is disgusting in itself, in drinking top shelf tequila, flirting with the, and I talked a little bit about that last night. And again, I'll talk about it a little bit more tonight. But there's this notion out there now that's going around that happens, and people are now starting to say things like, well, is the landfill a diversion? Why are they at the landfill and they're at, whatever? And people are saying, I think it's a diversion. I don't know if he's there. Let me tell you, and if you don't want to take my word for it, fine, but I'm going to tell you right now, there's no way that they pulled out all those stops unless they think he's in there, not based on the word of some mother, or they're not going to just go search the landfill. That's just not, they're not going to just go search it. For the extensive search that they have set up for in the landfill, they're not just going to show up there willy-nilly and start digging meticulously through trash unless they have concrete evidence that points directly to. Do you think that they haven't checked the dumpster? Do you think that they haven't had dogs sniff it out, checked for evidence? They have a pretty good idea of what they're looking for. Excuse me, not what they're looking, where they're looking. They absolutely are looking for young baby Quentin. And they're looking for anything. And as you look at those photos, you go, oh my God, look at that landfill. The FBI, everybody said, oh, they took the day. Not everybody, but there were people saying, oh, they took the day off. No, they were setting up an extensive, exhausting search with pitchforks and people's wearing hazmat suits. And it's going to take days, weeks, months. Nobody really knows how long it's going to take, but it could take a really long time. And I just don't see why people are already going, look, I think this is a smokescreen. These two are not criminal masterminds. The FBI has not set up a search grid with search tents. And filtering for any little piece of Quentin or Quentin's belongings or remains. Not a diversion created by Ellie. I didn't say it was a diversion created by Ellie. I was talking about it being a diversion created by Leilani and the mother. Do you think that she said, hey, he's in the landfill, and they took her word for it? I threw him in this dumpster. If she said all that, by the way, she would be in custody. If she admitted to killing him to the FBI, which I don't believe that she has, or local law enforcement, it seems as though they didn't go, hey, the mom said, or the Leilani's mother, Billy Jo Howell, said that, she's in the land, or that he's in the landfill. We better go set it up. She said he was thrown in this dumpster. No, that's not what happened. They're not taking their word for it. They're working off of evidence, their evidence. Their evidence. And there has to be something extremely concrete. Extremely concrete. And now, in every day that goes on, every day that passes, every day, people are going to grow more impatient. And they're going to say, why haven't they found him yet? Why haven't they found him yet? If you've never been standing in the middle of a landfill, and I have not, nor do I want to, it's just, it's gonna take a lot of time. Hi, Judy. How are you? Good to see you. I don't see it. I just don't see it. I don't think that there is. Yes, they are effing huge. That's a fact.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
So this whole notion that Leilani and Billy Jo are getting over on law enforcement. She's not in the dumpster. It's a ruse. They did not take their word for it. I can guarantee you that. They did not take Billy Jo's word for it. They did not take Leilani's word for it. They just didn't. And it doesn't seem like she's confessed, because if she would have admitted to doing that, well, what do you think would happen? If she had admitted to that, she'd be in custody.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
It's all right. It's okay. G says, I like your channel. I watch you about every night. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you for saying that. In a bar, throwing back shots with a child killer. You know, and I know that was insane. Absolutely insane. And I know that people every day are going to get more annoyed, and is he really in there? People get mad about everything. This is a sensitive topic. And I remember saying this, almost 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I remember saying that this is going to get bad. And when I said that this is going to get bad, I had no idea that it would get this bad. I had no idea it would get this bad. I did not think 2 weeks later they would be looking in a landfill for this child. I had no idea it would get this bad. I hoped that it wouldn't get this bad. I just knew that it was going to get bad, and this is worse than I had ever imagined. This is worse than I had ever anticipated. And that direct evidence, Subi Sue, is not testimony from Leilani and her mother. Oh, no, they did. They absolutely did say stuff. Quinny, this is a great question. Quinny says, I don't understand why she isn't charged with child neglect, etc. now. Then charge her more as it goes. At least she'd be off the streets. Well, that is a perfect segue into what we're about to talk about. And then we'll watch some more video here shortly. The FBI has now seized a copy or the original of this footage of them at the bar. Why is that important? I heard somebody talking earlier. They're saying, well, maybe it's because they have to meet out in public because they don't want to be like the FBI's tapping the house or tapping their car or, so on and so forth. That's not why. They've already got their stories locked in. They've already got the stories locked in. The reason she's not in jail yet is because, obviously, like the chief said, they're not ready. They are not ready to charge anybody. They're preparing for a trial. That's it. What they're doing is not illegal. It's not. But they're going to say, and this is exactly what's going to happen. They're going to play this for the jury and say, look, we were digging through the landfill looking for Quentin, and look at what these two people were doing. It's a trial case. Does this look like postpartum? Does this look like this? Does this look like that? That's all. They are gearing up for a trial, folks, and they're going to play this in front of the jury, and it's going to look bad. It's going to look terrible. Look at how bad it looks to us. Wait till people who haven't seen it see it. Wait till people who aren't even familiar with the case see it. Wait till they play this in a jury, and if they find Quentin and whatever shape he's in, and you could bet your bottom dollar that the jury will see, unfortunately, what condition Quentin is found in. They will show the jury that. And what they're going to do is they're going to put it on repeat. Look what she was doing while an extensive search for her child was going on. She doesn't look crazy. She looks like she's having a great old time. She's very social. She's very this. She's very that. Look at her. She's happy. 15 days, 16 days, or whatever it's been. Whatever it's been. I don't know. But it's not going to look good. There's no way to make it look good. There's no way around it. Leilani is sealing her destiny, her fate. She just gave the prosecutors a lot of ammo If you don't think that they confiscated this for evidence, it's evidence. Like I said, what they did is not illegal, but it'll go to the state of their mind. What do you think they did in the Casey Anthony trial? They showed her wearing the American flag dress and at a hottest body contest and this and that and this and that's what that was. And they showed it. And it didn't look good. Now this looks to me probably, I was trying to defend Billy Jo. I did. I really was trying to defend her, and I was trying to. I felt bad for Billy Jo. I just did, and I don't anymore. I don't feel bad for her at all. Not after this. Not after seeing this. I mean, the reports that are coming out about this, that they're flirting with bartenders, giving them the number, the local media shows up, and this waiter gives the number to the local media, and the media starts texting her. Don't tell my boyfriend or husband or whatever the hell she said. Holy cow. Are you kidding me? You're kidding me, right? She didn't really do that, did she? Oh, yes, she did. Oh, she did. Let's go. Brandon says, let's see here. $300 plus check. That's true. That's true. Exactly. Hot Mess Express. Never heard that, but I like it. Oh, look, the FBI's here. Morning, Josh, plus everyone in chat from ULK. Keep smiling, Josh. Great. FBI's here. Good to see you. I don't know who you are, but good to see you. I can't imagine a situation where my grandchild is missing, presumed dead, being searched for in a landfill. I wouldn't be able to function, let alone think to go out and partying. Right, that's what I'm saying. I look, if they have alcohol, if mom or grandma has an alcohol problem, which they probably do, and they like to drink, which they probably do, this situation would call for it. But at home, why don't you drink at home like a normal sad person? Not in front of everybody, you know? I mean, I'm surprised, and this is just me, and I do not, if you're around them, harass them or harm them, but I am surprised that somebody didn't completely go after them. Joy says the FBI shouldn't need evidence how bad of a mom she is. She already lost custody and wasn't supposed to be around the kids. They don't need evidence of that. They need evidence of a murder. 300 is a lot for shots for two people. It's an insane amount. Blows my mind too. Yeah, be a normal drunk. Exactly. My point. Grammy B, wrong show, but I'm going to answer your question because Grammy, I like you. Yeah, I believe that she is back on 110 Ben Hill Road waiting for her man. Barbara Ann, we'll catch you up later. People screaming outside their home. Well, you know what? Fair enough, right? Fair enough. I don't know. I wonder that too. I don't know how she walked. I mean, golly. People screaming outside their house. I mean, that's just standard operating procedure for these cases. That's been going on since, I don't know, time immemorial. I mean, you don't even know where to start with that one because it's been going on so long, and it really has been going on a long time, and it's never going to stop. Does it help anything? No. What does it help? It doesn't help anything. I mean, is it an annoyance to the people that you're doing it to? Yeah, and you know, I don't think that they don't need to be annoyed. Maybe the FBI were financing their partying and then recorded them. It'd probably be entrapment, but I don't know. Okay, cool, Willow. I mean, yeah, they left because people were screaming outside of their house. So what? Does that mean they got to go get drunk and flirt with bartenders? I mean, I'm not on you, Willow. I'm just saying. Wear some headphones. Wear some headphones. I mean, I don't care. I really don't. Like I said, I would never, ever do that. And it's just not something that I would do. But, you know, going to an undisclosed location and hiding is one thing. Going to a bar and acting the way that they were acting is another. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's worse than insane. But yeah, I get there's not a good adjective or descriptive measure for, you know, what's going on, obviously.
We really appreciate. Hello.
Oopsie.
Good morning.
Morning. Let me see here.
Good afternoon, my friends. I just wanted to make a video. I've been on live twice.
Wait, we already watched this one? Oh my God.
Good morning. I got up and I was watching the news on my phone early this morning. I haven't heard anything yet. Praying that we hear something soon. It's cold today. And, you know, there's so many people saying that people shouldn't get on social media and talk about Clinton because social media has just took Clinton over. Well, I feel like that we should talk about Clinton. I feel like that everybody should know how precious he was. I feel like everybody should put his picture out there, his face out there to be seen, his story. Because strangers are doing it. People that don't know him are doing it. The people that is supposed to love him the most are not doing it. So yeah, I think that we should all put Quentin out there. So we're just gonna.
That was for you and that was for Billy Jo and Leilani. You can put that in your pipe and smoke it. Some meth for Leilani too. Somebody.
Just gonna start this day by praying that we hear something. praying for Quentin, showing Quentin love, praying for justice. So, I hope that y'all all have a wonderful day. I hope that everyone hears something soon about Quentin and he can be laid to rest. But yes, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. I am just praying for baby Quentin, Monkey. But I will talk to you guys soon. Hello. So I haven't really feel like cooking.
One thing I do not suggest
Good morning.
is eating while on a live, but people do it all the time.
Hello.
But to be fair, that
So
mac
I
and
haven't really
cheese,
feel like cooking.
fire.
Everything going on. But I did cook tonight. I made chicken, macaroni and cheese, and green beans with salsa. Still haven't heard anything different. Hoping and praying to get an update soon. I know everybody is, not just me, everybody, but yeah, just waiting, praying to hear something. Watching everything going on and just can't believe the things that are going on when there's a child missing and everybody seems to be living their best life. It's not good. But anyway, guys, yes, I'm eating. But if you hear anything, let me know. And I hope y'all have an amazing evening.
Well, look, if it was somebody so if I was doing a show or a live that's a structured thing, and I'm sitting here eating a plate, yeah, but she's just putting something out into the atmosphere, so let's see. I seem to recall a creator eating a honey bun once upon a time. I did do that. That was for comedic purposes. And obviously it landed strawberry kisses because you remember it. You're welcome for that great moment in history. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, we're not talking about her being rude. Like, I don't, Amy, I get what you're saying. It's cool. Yeah, I ate a corn dog on a live too. That's true. I absolutely did. Once again, comedic purposes. Ha. She can eat. I mean, I don't care. I'm just saying. I don't suggest it. But I'm not talking about her. She's not like a YouTube content creator. That's not what I'm really pointing out. And I'm sorry I said anything, because everything that you say gets, whatever. Moving on.
Evening. As amazing as it can be under the circumstances. Hello. So I haven't really feel like cooking. Everything going on. But I did cook tonight. I made
Oh wait, we already saw that. Oh wait, did she show the plate of food?
Good morning.
I suck at TikTok. I don't know.
Hello.
About TikTok.
So I haven't really.
What do you got
Good
here?
afternoon. Been getting so many messages. I did see the press conference. We needed more. We all needed more about Quentin. We all needed to know a lot more. I don't understand really what is going on, why she's not been arrested. But all we can do is keep praying. As of now, we do know from what they're saying that he's not alive, which my whole prayer this time is him being alive and being returned home safely. So if he isn't alive,
I don't know, I mean, she's probably just hungry and hasn't had an appetite. I mean, the stress, and this lady is nothing but a victim to me. You can agree or disagree with me on that, and I'm not going to fight you on it, and you're probably not going to change my mind. But she seems like the only one who actually cared, and like I said, she's really just being the voice that she needs to be. And I love her. I think she's great. I think that she could watch my kids any day. Of course, she wouldn't want to, which I don't blame her.
alive by what the news is saying, we pray that he can get justice. Quentin needs justice.
She's got that. She just got that like motherly instinct. Like you can tell that like kids are important to her.
So this is
Amy, you didn't disrespect anybody. I totally.
This is my update.
I know. I want
like
some
I said,
mac and cheese too.
I have a lot of people messaging me, and it's just easier to do it this way. I really thought they was going to tell us something today that would help bring closure to everyone. There's all over the world people worried about Quentin, and it's very sad. It's gut-wrenching, but we just got to keep praying and pray that we know something soon. Good afternoon. Been getting so many messages.
All right, we already watched that one. I suck. I'm really bad at TikTok, people. That shows you how old I am. TikTok's not really like a thing that I do much of. Let me see. I'm not a TikToker, you know what I mean? I want to be though. Just kidding. See, I mean, this is just ridiculous. I don't want that. Don't do that to me. Yeah, I can play. Let's see if I can find. I'll try and find some video. And we'll bring that up of. Let me see here. Try and bring up some video. Make sure to hit that like button on the way in. Yeah. Okay. Try and find this partying video. Everybody's doing the Casey Anthony thing now. I don't know. I can't find it where I could use it. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, she is a felon like 17 times over. I don't know how many times. She's got a lot of felonies though. I know that. I know that. Yeah, I don't know anything. Like I'm just not good about. I'm not TikTok. Yeah, you're right, Kristen. This is plenty enough. Now I'm really dark. What's going on here? All right. Quentin Simon, arrest soon, unbelievable. Just, God. I don't know. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. But I understand exactly what the babysitter's saying. She's saying, somebody's got to speak for the kids. I always go back to this. Photo because to me it's just insane. Why not take this lady out to dinner? Why not take the babysitter out to dinner? That's who needs it. You owe her more than that. $15 per kid. My ass. Such a joke. This is, by the way, if you look at that photo, that is not the first time she's tried to punk somebody in their own home. How dare you? How dare you? I had sympathy, and I chalked this up to a heated moment, and yes, it does. Simple life days. Yes, it says more than you can even say. It's insane. Yeah, take her to dinner. Get her a tequila shot. She deserves it. Jesus. It's working for free, basically. Yeah, then it's just so wrong, dude. Like, so demonstrative. Like, she owes this lady everything, bro. And like, it's like I said, I really wanted to chalk it up to just her having a bad day, but can we really chalk it up to that anymore? I don't think so. Good God. Demonstrative. Intimidation. This must be where Leilani gets her manners from. Nerdy Girl says, you can tell grandma is a bully. And she was bullying that babysitter, in my opinion. My opinion, too. And let's just go a little further. I defended her. I said, oh, it's just a bad day. She's having a rough time. And, by all accounts, now she's having a great time. Absolutely great time now, right? She's loving life now. She's loving life now, right? Having a good time. Let's go to a shot and beer bar. Let's do a one last hurrah. Bachelorette, you're going to prison. We might as well hang out before you do that. That's what this looks like to me. That's what it looks like, the partying. That's what the partying looks like. Nothing more. Nothing more. Don't care. We take you out. I love you. Look, I'm not telling her not to love her kid. I don't know how you could. It'd be really, really hard. It would be really difficult to even sit in the same room with somebody who you are. I mean, my daughter did it. She said my daughter did it and that he's in the landfill. And obviously that's not a good enough reason to disavow and kick her out of the house. It almost to me is such a mockery because she's going, well, let's go and celebrate. Let's go celebrate. Let's go hit on the waiter. Let's give him our numbers. Degenerate behavior. And by the way, I'm not a judge. I'm not a judgmental person like that because, like she gives the waiter her number. Yeah, whatever. But I think that that's still trashy, but whatever. But then pair it with the situation that's going on. Do they think that people in that town are not watching what's going on? That people don't know who they are? TMZ's picked up on this. The New York Post, Yahoo News, Fox News. This is a mainstream media covered case now. It's not the Summer Wells case. It is not getting the coverage that Summer Wells, it's getting more coverage than the Summer Wells case ever got in 15 days. And circumstances have allowed that. Because of the lunacy. It's absolute lunacy. Do you think that you're going to tell people that my grandson is in a landfill and my daughter did it, but she has no memory, but so it's okay because she doesn't remember. She doesn't remember, so it's okay. Right? It's okay because she doesn't remember. That's all right. But it's not all right. It's embarrassing. Let's see here. They're putting on a show for everyone. It's like they're saying, let's give them something to talk about. If that were my grandchild, I'd be in the landfill with them searching. Exactly. Not the guy, grandma's boyfriend. He hasn't been seen since the first interview. Do you blame him? Do you blame him? Kelly says, love your show. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Judith with the sledgehammer coming down says, I hope they both get booked. Get the book thrown at them. I mean, if it was my grandbaby, I would be in the floor screaming for my babies. Mom and grandma got some nerve. Judith hitting the nail on the head with a hammer. Grammy B says, What would make someone even consider going out under those circumstances? Good point. Another good point. Lex says, how could Billy Jo go on a rampage into this woman's home and shout and verbally attack her, saying, my baby's not dead. My baby's not dead. But all along she knew what happened to Quentin. True. Good point. Good point. Proving spooky says, if someone's searching for my baby in a landfill, you'd have to drug me and throw me in a padded room. Amanda says, Josh, what's your opinion? Do you think the grandma should go to jail for leaving Quentin with his mom? I didn't, but I do now. I accidentally hit that button with the corn dog. No, I didn't, but I do now. I don't care what happens to the grandma. I mean, good Lord. I didn't. I was like, but whatever, hopefully now she should be in trouble too. Screw her. Her actions are you cannot defend what she's doing, how she's acting. Ellie Mae is off to bed. Good night, Ellie Mae. Barb coming in hot with the name calling. The grandma and the mother are both nut jobs. I'll co-sign. Eden's Paranormal Garden. I'm starting to think Granny is responsible too. In some ways, but I don't think that she directly had something to do with this. Other than leaving the children with somebody who's obviously in the words of, who was it that called him a nut job? I can't remember who said nut job, but the nut job was on point. In the words of Chris McDonough, 5150. All the money grandma and her man made, pool was green. Yeah, it's disgusting. Amanda says, I agree. I can't imagine my 3-year-old grandbaby laying in. Yeah. Yeah, Barb coming in hot. Loving Barb. Nerdy Girl 420 says, I can't say what I feel about them because we can't say B's or F's and stuff.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
If I can't say it, you can't say it. How's that?
Don't say any F's and stuff.
Of course, Billy Jo knew that Leilani was abusing Quentin, and she may have been also. They both should go to prison forever. I mean, Billy Jo's not going to prison forever for this. I mean, maybe in the future she'll do something. But she certainly could go to jail.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
Hey, look, nut job is probably the nicest thing that they've ever been called. Oh, Judith, don't backslide.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
Don't backslide, all right? Brenda Chick says, the pool, least of the worries. Where is baby Quentin? Prayers for all the babies.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
How do we feel about the boyfriend? Did he take off because of the child was reported missing or shortly after? Do we know? I don't think the boyfriend has anything to do with this. Just my personal opinion. Just my personal opinion. Cisco, that's what I'm saying, Cisco. They should have refused to serve them. I know that this is like total, like, but okay. When O.J. Simpson got off on a double murder charge for cutting two people's heads off, essentially, it's so what he did was he threw a party. They're going back to the house. They're having a party. He's like, yeah, you know, I absolutely like got off, and he wanted to go to his favorite restaurant. That's what OJ wanted to do. And they called, and the restaurant told him, no, we don't want you here. They called a different restaurant. Nope. We don't want you here. We don't want you here. Deny these people. Shun them for the things that they've done. Get them out of here. We don't want you around. I love the fact that, so, you know, O.J. Simpson was found not guilty of that crime, but court of public opinion disagreed. He was guilty as all sin in the court of public opinion. They didn't want him around. He was bad for business. Everybody knew that he did. Well, I say everybody, most people. The jury didn't. He was able to get off on a murder charge, but like the same thing with Casey Anthony. Like, lady, you're not coming in my bar. You're not coming in my restaurant. I don't have to have a reason. I just don't want you here. I just don't want you here. I don't want you here. You don't belong here. Just leave, yo. Get out of here. Get out of here. And that's what should have, in my personal opinion, that should have happened. But, you know, I can't fault them. But I would have said, hey, get the hell out of here. You're not welcome.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
Yeah, and get the F out.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
Ava says generational trauma for sure. No question about it. They haven't been out again. Just more details about their day out, and the fact that they were flirting with the bartender is the icing on the cake. The icing on the cake. Like I don't use this word a lot because it's a weird word, but it kind of fits. Like I'm flabbergasted.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
That's right. Flabbergasted.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
You heard me correct. Flabbergasted. So the FBI shows up and they say, hey, we want copy of that tape. We want copy of that tape. Why do we want copy of that tape? Well, because we want to show the jury when, no doubt, mommy hires a lawyer for her and is trying to get her off on some insanity, blacked out, horse crap
Don't say any F's and stuff.
deal, Willie thing. You know. I don't know. I could go check Twitter, I guess. I can look. I was just ranting. That's what I do. I rant. I'm a ranter. I'm Joshy the ranter. Let's see. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Let me go. It's just a bunch of YouTube links, really. Let's see if Brett Buffington has something to say about this. What you got for me, Brett Buffington? Oh, yeah, this is quite a Twitter to look at. Hold on. Brett Buffington in the house. Where are you, Brett Buffington? Vamp, face cam, chat, highlight, chat, son of a gun. Pew. All right. Let's make this happen, Captain. I'm going to get faster at this. Trust me. You just trust me. All right, Buff. Let's take a look skis here. Let me shut these things down. Chat. Pew, pew. Get a little more clean. All right, so this is a photo of her at the bar. It's real nice. Good job. Good job, Leilani. Looking like you're having a good friggin' time. Good time, you know? Absolute good time. Sick. It really is sick. K&S $10 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. And here, I don't know why that's funny to me. I probably shouldn't be laughing. It's just so stupid. What's the point of the bike? I mean, I hate motorcycles are too loud. Like they're cool machines, but oh yeah, biker babes handing out the number to imagine pulling up and the female version of Waylon Jennings hands you her phone number and you're like, oh my God. Unbelievable. It's just, oh man. I know. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said the Waylon Jennings joke was not nice. It wasn't nice. Sorry. I know. You know what? I don't know. That's a great question. That's a great question. No, it's not. Lori, thank you for being here. Good to see you. Thank you. She's all class. Like, it is a weird thing, Kristen. It's weird because if you think about, first of all, the circumstance of what's going on makes it ridiculous. Okay, that's first and foremost. That's what. That's. Oh God! It honestly looks like a Sons of Anarchy promo. It's just like, did Leilani write on the back of that? Does Leilani ride there on the? It's just so stupid. It's ridiculous. It really is. And then there's drunk Leilani in all of her glory. They had shots, were flirty, and demanded a waiter's number. Demanded a waiter's number. The wait staff from the Tybee Island bar told me Leilani, Billy Jo, Hal, and friends racked up a tab over $300 while protesters were in front of their house as the search continues in a dump for Quentin. Here's why Leilani Simon is on probation. She was charged with felony larceny by employee. She pled to a lesser charge. She served 5 months of it. Has to do 48 hours of community service and be involved in no criminal activity. Good luck. And there's Brett Buffington on Twitter if you guys are so inclined to check him out. No criminal activity like being a suspect in a murder. I don't know, folks. This one's got me stumped. 48, like that's a week of work. Like it's not that hard to do, right? What did Quinny say? People are laughing at what Quinny said. Oh, yeah. That's pretty funny, Quinny.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
That deserved a flare. That's the first comment flare that we've had. It's too good. Too good. I know, Cisco, trust me. I feel the same exact way. Let me see here. I'm going to Shiza. Right on the handlebars. What's wrong with us? Does anybody know what's wrong with us? Because I certainly don't. Says neighbors are disgusted. see what this is here. Apparently this website uses cookies. Cool. Get to watch a...
Miles of power lines is just one part of our work to improve safety and reliability. I'm Patty Poppy, the new CEO of PG&E, and it is my mission to work
Unbelievable.
side by side
PG&E.
with the people of PG&E
PG&E needs to pay
hometown
me
utility from the underground
to support
To learn more, visit
their commercials. They burn an entire
PG&E.com/underground.
town down. One that my cousin lived in.
It has been more than 2 weeks since a Chatham County toddler went missing. Investigators believe 20-month-old Quentin Simon is dead and have named his mother as the prime suspect. That has many people wondering, why hasn't his mother, Leilani Simon, been charged with the crime?
No one has been charged.
Why has no one been charged?
Because we're not ready to charge anyone yet. We still have work to do.
Yesterday, we showed you exclusive pictures of Leilani Simon at a Tybee Island bar. This as officers wrapped up the first day of searching a Chatham County landfill for her son's body. WSCV's lead investigative reporter Brett Buffington is live tonight at a joint task force.
That's our boy
command
Brett.
center
What
near
up,
the
Brett?
search site. And he brings us a new perspective on the question of why no charges so far in this case. Brett?
Quite frankly, Tina, that is because Leilani Simon isn't a threat to anyone else in the public. At least that's the opinion of this law enforcement expert I talked with today.
I disagree to that law enforcement expert. She's a threat to everybody. Just her presence sucks.
Asking specifically why Leilani is not in jail. It's the picture so many people are talking about. Leilani Simon at this Tybee Island bar Tuesday night. Servers told us her mom, Billy Jo, was with her. With a few other people, we've learned they ran up a tab over $300. That happened while dozens of federal agents and Chatham County investigators continued their search for her son.
It's not necessarily the public pressure, but a deep desire to find that child's body.
Art Acevedo, former police chief in Austin, Houston, and Miami, with his insight on why police haven't arrested anyone in Quentin's case.
A parent that kills a child more than likely is a low risk to a stranger, to the greater society.
An arrest could simply be on hold because police believe they will find Quentin's body.
If you think you have a lead where the body's at, like it appears you do in your case, it's important to be patient.
Today, the WSAV investigative unit learned new details about Quentin's mom's past. Leilani Simon, who told police last month she was on probation, was. Just last year in North Carolina, Leilani Simon was charged with a felony, accused of stealing 2 packs of cigarettes, a bag of popcorn, and a drink from the truck stop where she worked.
Wow. What? Cigarettes?
Chatham County Police have said when they bring charges in Quentin's case, there won't be any doubt about them. Well, let's go back to those terms of that probation. Leilani Simon is 5 months into a 12-month sentence there. She has to serve 48 hours of community service and can't be caught committing another serious crime. As for the search today at that landfill, the investigators have come back here to this command center and gone home for the day. There is no update of anything they found there, but they will be back first thing in the morning. Tina?
Brett, thank you. If you would like to stay on top of this case, you can do so by going to wsav.com/Quentin Simon.
WSAV, Quentin Simon. Let me see here. It's just, you know, my God. Unbelievable. He's really like the cutest kid ever. He's so cute. I mean, this honestly, to me, says it all. I mean, just look at that just look. Look at that. Folks, that is a real headline. Quentin Simon's mom, Leilani, was drinking and enjoying herself in a bar while landfill searched for missing toddler's body. Enjoying herself in bar while landfill searched. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading that one wrong. Yes, he could. He's just. It's hard to fathom, folks. I've tried. I can't. Yes, he could. That headline would shame any one of us but her. Nope. Nah, she doesn't care. She doesn't care at all. Stealing 2 packs of cigarettes is not a serious crime, in my opinion. I agree that it is not a quote-unquote serious crime, but I'll take what I can get with her. Wow, landfill. Yeah, that's what was missing was a comma. Probably. No. Not that I know of. I don't believe so. I don't know. Amy going with the classic hoochie mama, hitting her with the old school, nice but not hoochie mama. It's a nice way of putting it. I mean, I appreciate you trying. Yeah, do the cigarette thing. I mean, what kind of scum is that? It's not a felony. Not from what they said. I kind of want to listen to that again.
You will find a timeline of events in the case as well as exclusive content of our coverage.
With a fresh cracked egg and all this crispy bacon,
No.
Wendy's Breakfast Baconator might be the greatest breakfast sandwich of all.
There's no way it's the greatest of all time. Wait, why does it keep doing this to me? Takes me right to the Wendy's website. Thanks a lot, Elon.
All time.
When that deserves a chef's kiss.
It does. Wow.
Mwah.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Breakfast
I didn't say old.
Baconator.
I said old school. It's a difference. Yeah, great point.
Emergency planning for kids.
Oh my God.
We can't predict when an emergency will happen, so that's why it's important to make a plan with your...
Why? Are you serious? 20 seconds? I gotta wait 20 seconds? Doesn't seem like they're in much of a hurry. Okay, wait, here we go. Oh, crap, I missed the beginning.
Segregation.
I want to listen to this one more
WFAD's Kyra
time.
Jones shares the story of the Chapel 9.
Well, the marker does signify that our history is significant and should be a part of the history of America.
Campbell Chapel AME Church has unveiled a new historical marker honoring the 9 brave souls who fought to spread the word of Christianity. Built in 1853 in the town of Bluffton, it was originally owned by white Americans. Then, in 1875, 9 African American...
Okay, so this is... I thought that... I wasn't even paying attention. This is not the right video. I waited 20 seconds for that. Oh, it makes the way so stupid. Unreal. Wow. Sorry. Yeah, it sounded like a great story, but I'm not. It's not 20 seconds. Wait, that was a 30-second ad. I just started complaining at the 20-second mark. Should have been sooner. Can we get that? The heck's this one?
I'm attorney Jamie Casino. If you're injured, you have one shot to submit your claim right. Our team has scored record results in the courtroom, and our Google rating is excellent. Injured? Call me right now.
Call 355-1500 right now.
And thanks so much for joining us. I'm Dawn Baker.
And I'm Mike Sela. Over 2 weeks since no arrest still made in the disappearance of a 1-year-old boy who went missing in Chatham County.
Law enforcement also still haven't found Quentin Simon's remains. For the last 3 days, police and FBI have been actively searching the waste management landfill off of Little Neck Road, and that's where they believe they will find Quentin's remains there.
Our Camille Syed speaking with the criminal justice Georgia Southern professor who has been following the case. She joins us now live with more on why he thinks police are handling the case this way.
Yeah, Mike Dawn, on October
5th,
Kelly. 20-month-old Quentin Simon's disappearance started as a quest to find him alive. Now it's a search for his remains. The FBI are searching a landfill very close to this command center. Now, there are so many questions that have yet to be answered by law enforcement into how Quentin disappeared. And I spoke to a Georgia Southern professor who explained to me why investigators may be so selective about the information they share and why they may not have made an arrest.
This is definitely the biggest case in a long time.
Quentin's mother, Leilani Simon, is the only suspect police have named in Quentin's death and disappearance. But police say they haven't arrested her because they don't want to jeopardize anything
that would harm future prosecution.
Associate criminal justice professor at Georgia Southern, Chad Posick, says in cases of a missing child this young, it's typical for the child's parents or someone close to the child to be responsible for their disappearance. He says they can arrest Leilani Simon before they find Quentin's remains, but they may have a more solid case if they wait.
I think they're looking for remains for the body, some evidence that can really tie the perpetrator to the victim.
He says police may not have the evidence yet that prosecutors will need.
But certainly if they have enough to make an arrest and bring it to court, means that they've either talked to a witness or they found something pretty key in the home or at one of the sites that they had been previously searching.
Police also haven't gone into detail about what evidence they found that led them to believe Quentin was put into a dumpster and taken to this landfill, or why Leilani Simon is believed to be responsible for Quentin's death.
In a case like this and the magnitude of the case, police are going to be very careful not to do anything that would jeopardize this case if it went to trial. Or any plea bargaining. And so, especially when you have the disappearance and you may have a body somewhere, everything from who they interview, the way they do their investigation, to the search for any remains, any little thing can upset that case.
At least it's about
done
Quentin.
Incorrectly.
He also says police may not want may not want to put all the information and evidence that they've gathered because they might have to find another suspect or person of interest in this case. Police have said they don't have any new details for today, but speaking to FBI officials, they plan to put out information about some of what they found in the search and where they are in their search tomorrow. Reporting live in Chatham County, Camille Syed, WTOC News.
WTOC.
Yeah, it wasn't. The camera at the trailer park dumpster. Let's see here. Did the camera at the trailer park dumpster able to see through black bags? I don't know. Not really sure. That's right. The show must go on. I know. I'll never find that video again. I came across that and I saw, oh, that's interesting. I mean, seriously though. Did I find it? I think I did. Yes. He found it. Oh, son of a gun. PG&E. I thought it was close to the vest, but I could. Josh, you look like you need a ride, Billy Jo. You need to ride Billy Jo's bike. I'd rather walk. Oh, start it again. God dang it. Come on now. Come on. There's an advertisement right in the way.
Believe
I want to hear what she stole again. God.
Believe 20-month-old Quentin Simon is dead and have named his mother as the prime suspect. That has many people wondering, why hasn't his mother, Leilani Simon, been charged with the crime?
No one has been charged.
Why has no one been charged?
Because we're not ready to charge anyone yet. We still have work to do.
Yesterday, we showed you exclusive pictures of Leilani Simon at a Tybee Island bar. This as officers wrapped up the first day of searching a Chatham County landfill for her son's body. WSCD's lead investigative reporter Brett Buffington is live tonight at a joint task force command center near the search site, and he brings us a new perspective on the question of why no charges so far in this case. Brett?
I don't think he does.
Quite frankly, Tina, that is because Leilani Simon isn't a threat to anyone else in the public. At least that's the opinion of this law enforcement expert I talked with today, asking specifically why Leilani is not in jail. It's the picture so many people are talking about. Leilani Simon at this Tybee Island bar Tuesday night. Servers told us her mom, Billy Jo, was with her. With a few other people, we've learned they ran up a tab over $300. That happened while dozens of federal agents and Chatham County investigators continued their search for her son.
It's not necessarily the public pressure, but a deep desire to find that child's body.
Art Acevedo, former police chief in Austin, Houston, and Miami, with his insight on why police haven't arrested anyone in Quentin's case.
A parent that kills a child more than likely is a low risk to a stranger, to the greater society.
An arrest could simply be.
I'm not a law enforcement expert. I'm not really an expert on anything, but I got to disagree with the guy here, and maybe I'm, overstepping my bounds, but that's not why she's not arrested. I mean, it can't be. That cannot be the reason why she's not arrested, because she doesn't pose a threat to anybody else. That cannot be the reason. Really? Really? That's the reason? I don't think so, dude. Maybe I'm wrong, but come on.
Be on hold because police believe they will find Quentin's body.
If you think you have a lead where the body's at, like like appears you do in your case, it's important to be patient.
Today, the WSAV investigative unit learned new details about Quentin's mom's past. Leilani Simon, who told police last month she was on probation, was. Just last year in North Carolina, Leilani Simon was charged with a felony, accused of stealing 2 packs of cigarettes, a bag of popcorn, and a drink from the truck stop where she worked. Chatham County Police have said.
Okay, so that's where the felony, I think, comes in, because she was working for the establishment. That's a different kind of theft. And so, yes, that's why. It is a different kind of threat. Not threat, I'm sorry. It's a different kind of charge. I think Bobby and Leilani should have to go sit in the landfill and watch those law enforcement heroes sift through the garbage until they find that baby. By the way, drinks were half price at Wrong Turn Bar. Donkey. Half price. Can't let a good half price go to waste, right? Let's see here. Yeah, stealing from a place that you work at definitely is a different type of charge than just stealing. So they said she was on probation. So does that mean she's not on probation anymore? No, she's still on probation, but they're kind of waiting, I guess. Buy one, get one off, yeah.
Said when they bring charges in Quentin's case, there won't be any doubt about them.
I know.
Well, let's go back to those terms of that probation. Leilani Simon is 5 months into a 12-month sentence there. She has to serve 48 hours of community service and can't be caught committing another serious crime. As for the search today at that landfill, the investigators have come back here to this command center and gone home for the day. There is no update of anything they found there, but they will be back first thing in the morning. Tina?
Brett, thank you. If you would like to stay on top of this case, you can do so by going to wsav.com.
So,
/ Quentin Simon. You will find a timeline of events in the case as well as exclusive content of our coverage. WSAV's lead investigative reporter Brett, the first day of search.
I mean, that photo is daunting, to say the least. Absolutely daunting. And they're at a bar. They're at a bar. Yes. That's where that is where her boyfriend, who doesn't seem to be her boyfriend anymore, is from. And so North Carolina is where her boyfriend and father of the little baby girl, the 4 or 5 month old baby, is from. She said she told her with. She said she told. Celeste says she told her, but then said she doesn't remember. Right. That's exactly correct. And it's she's full of crap. She's a liar. Obviously. Imagine being that gal pals that went on the girls' trip to get unsober with that duo from hell. Yeah. Grotesquely inhuman. Plead the fifth, coming through with that 100. Now, while we don't encourage violence on this show, I believe Arlene has a point. If that were my grand, I'd be beating the truth out of my daughter, not partying, drinking, drugging, and eating at a restaurant. No doubt. Callie Dime says, glad they're pinching their pennies. They're going to need all the money they can get for a really good lawyer. I agree. I agree. Oh, no. I mean, you know how much work it is to, like, dig through a landfill? There's nothing to steal there either, so what you going to do? Bet your bippy. She sure remembered to put him in a trash bag and in a dumpster and wait on the garbage truck to pick his body up before she left. That's intent. No question about it. Patty says, why don't they use dogs for human remains? I hear that in this situation, the landfill situation, it's difficult for cadaver dogs to pick up on these scents. That's what I have heard. Right, exactly. Afrohuman 2 says it's tricky for dogs in a landfill. Yeah, it's a distraction. Yeah, there's a lot of problems that go along with it. It's not that easy. She's probably using the union lawyers. Yeah, oh, from her job, because she gets like that. Yeah. Yeah, all kinds of stuff, you know. You know what one thing that I realized about dogs, and I'm sure everybody else knows this, and I'm the last one to find this out, but like if you look at a dog's nose really close, there's a bunch of little holes, and apparently each one of those is its own sniffer, like it's its own smell center. That's how they can smell so good. Which is really weird because they like bad smells too. So I don't get that either. Like you think that if you could smell that well, like you wouldn't want to smell stuff. Did her mom take back the eviction notice since they're BFFs now? I don't believe so. No. I think the FBI is going to serve them the eviction notice. Ellie has video of Leilani at the dumpster outside the trailer park putting the bag in and sitting in her car and watch the truck pick it up. I mean, can we confirm that for real? I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that. Lex, back to the boyfriend. Lex ain't giving up. I don't blame you, Lex. Fact of the day, dog's noses. I love you, Josh. Thank you, Love America. I love you and America. Somebody learned something about dogs. That's true. It's a fact. All right, we're going to let Lex grind her axe here. Who would leave the state to party with friends in Vegas when a child, biological father or not, has been part of your life however many years Leilani and current boyfriend have been dating for? I don't know if he went to Vegas though. I thought he went to Atlanta. I think that they went to Atlanta, didn't they? Linda says, I've been subscribed to this channel for a while and really like the content. Thank you. I appreciate that. We need... yeah. Yes, Atlanta, not to be confused with the mythological place. Atlantis, the lost colony. Yeah, he was in Atlanta, for sure. He doesn't have family in Atlanta. He had friends in Atlanta. He has friends in Atlanta, but now he's back home, and I know that for a fact. He's with his family. Alicia in the house. Hey guys, hopping on quick, but we'll catch the replay. That's what's up. Shout out to the replay crew, all you replayers that are going to watch this. This is future Josh saying hello to you right now. I'm from the future, and I just want to tell you, thank you for watching this show. Yes, he did. T-Walk says 5 children a day die by the hands of parents and caregivers. That's 35 children a week, 600 or 1,680 precious, irreplaceable babies a year in the U.S. That's 1,679 Quintins, Summers, and Harmonies. Thank you for that comment. I appreciate that comment. It's very well said. Lex back at it again. Okay, back home, the lab says. So he did leave the state just around the time. He did, yeah, after he was questioned. From what I understand, he took off after she failed her polygraph. They kept her phone and named her as a suspect. He left shortly after that. The children were taken, and he had no reason to stay there from what I gather. Dragonfly Lady, I usually have to catch the replays. Well, you know, I love that still. Yeah, yes, it sounds as though, yes, once they told him, yeah, I'd leave too. Lex, I don't have, like, so what I'm telling you is secondhand knowledge from a source that's very close to Danny, and that he has told others that Leilani failed her polygraph and her phone was seized, and then he supposedly passed and was given his stuff back, and then when CPS was coming in, they left. Or she left. Somebody said earlier, what was it, like 15:30? I don't know. Ellie may not have searched on the weekend, but worked very hard with specialists to be able to find the exact areas to search in the landfill. All the searchers are specialists of the FBI. I have to sleep with one eye open around these people. Danny, yes, he was hanging out with his friends. That's a fact. Lex says, is this a statement he has made via social media, Facebook? No, this is a statement that he made to the people that he was with, that I was in contact with. And I guarantee you that these people, or this person, especially this person that I was talking to, definitely was with him. And she's just telling me what he said. And, you know, he didn't want to go into it too much, but she explained it to me a little bit more. My neighbor just took in her grandchild, and the courts limited their visitations to 1 hour a week supervised. It's pretty crazy. You can run on a motorcycle, but you can't hide. Let's see. Do they, mom and grandma and dad, get to visit with the children in state's custody? I don't really know. Probably not until the investigation would be over, I would think. S. Cisco with truer words never spoken here. Everything makes perfect sense like nonsense. I agree. Wish on a shooting star for me. Wish on a shooting star for me. You know what that uncomfortable silence means, right? Thank you for being here. Linda, thank you for donating the 5 memberships and the super chat from, I believe, KNS. Thank you.